Hello, welcome back to All About Gaming, episode 8. Happy New Year, everyone. Good to see you all. As you can see, I've had a haircut. The wife done it though, so that's why it doesn't look very professional, but hey, it's good enough. I like it. Better than paying a tenner and get it cut. It's the Scotsman and me talking in it. Anyway, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. So, this is episode 8. We're getting close to episode 10, which is crazy already. So today we're just going to talk about what gaming news there is, about the poll of the week, and also about what I've been playing, which to be honest isn't really that much different from last time we done an episode, but okay, doesn't matter. Right, this might be a bit of a rush because we're in national lockdown, the kids are at home and the computers are all around me, so like the Mac's over there, my old Mac that I used to use, and the kids using that for school. So there might be a bit of chaos in about 30 minutes. So I'm just trying to get the podcast done before the chaos starts. So let me just get the gaming news up and then we'll just see we'll see what that is to talk about. Now, as I say, there's not a lot, but we'll do what we can. Okay, so first up, Cyberpunk is to get free DLC in January. There's no real any details, it's just on their website saying that DLC is coming. I'm pretty pleased about that, to be honest, because I've been enjoying the game. I did complete it I completed 3 endings. I believe there's 6. They were all fairly similar, to be honest. So I was pretty disappointed in the endings because they go, there's multiple endings, but then you kind of look at them, you think, well, they're not really that different. So it's a bit disappointing. I mean, to be honest, I completed this. I quite like doing this. What I did was I completed the story mostly, got that out of the way, and I'd done some side missions, but I never really done what I would consider loads. So there's still actually quite a lot for me to do in the game. But I kind of wish they'd done it so that when you play the game, it sort of continues when you finish it, so that it feels like you're still sort of in the same world and everything you just achieved has been achieved and out of the way. I don't really like games when you complete it and then it goes, oh, you can continue the game, but you'll need to go back to your previous save. That's kind of, I don't know, like that. That's kind of like reminding a movie and then going off in a different direction. That's like, nah, I don't, I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather finish the game and then continue from there, but I suppose it's no different, really, is it? It's just a little thing that niggles at me that I don't like. Anyway, apparently, PlayStation 5 sold 3.5 million units in its first week. I think they're aiming for between 15 to 18 million this year, 2021. So we'll see how that goes. Considering you can't buy one anywhere, it seems unlikely they'll get 15 to 18 million, but I suppose they've got to ramp up production eventually. I don't suppose all these lockdowns is helping matters either, though, so who knows if they'll reach that. The uh, PlayStation Plus games for January have been announced. It was Maneater, which I'm really pleased about because I've never played it. So I mean that's pretty cool. It's not even that old of a game, is it really? So that's a pretty nice addition. I'm looking forward to trying it. I'll probably even do a sort of impressions video because I've never played it, so why not? I know it's sold and there'll be people going, oh well, there's already tons of reviews and impressions out about that, but I've not played it. So I'll probably do my own impressions to be honest. And I need to have something to talk about anyway, don't I? Shadow of Tomb Raider, that's a good game. I've never actually I've started it on Xbox Game Pass, but I've never actually got around to completing it. So I'm not sure. I'll probably continue that one if it's still on Xbox Game Pass. Of course, if it's still there, I'll continue. Otherwise, I guess I'll just start again at some point on a PlayStation Plus since I own it and I can play it any time. Greedfall as well. That's coming. I've never played that one. Don't know if it's any good. Might give it a wee check out. It's not one that was on my radar, I have to admit, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I might give it a go. Uh, Ubisoft Plus, which is already on Luna and Stadia in America, and basically allows you to play day one ultimate. I think it's ultimate editions of games. Is being rumored for Game Pass now. People seem to have got the impression that this will be free with Game Pass, but I think they're dreaming a bit there because And although EA Play is free in Game Pass, it's the basic version. It's a version with all the old sports titles and sort of demos, things like that. It's not the proper paid for version, which is 15.99 a month and lets you play the newest titles. Can't get that in Game Pass. I don't even think there's the option to upgrade to that in Game Pass, as far as I know. I might be wrong. So yeah, so the fact that Ubisoft's bringing out its premium version to things like Luna and Stadia, where you have to pay, I think it's about 9.99, 10.99 a month for, because it's $15.99, so it probably equates to about 9.99, 10.99. But with that, you get like things like the Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs, all the new releases. But I think you get the Ultimate Editions of them. Plus, I think you probably get access. I'm not 100% sure if you get access to DLC or not. I presume you do if it's the Ultimate Editions. So, I mean, it's probably worth it if you're a Ubisoft fan, because they do release quite a few games a year. Me personally, I'd probably just pay for the sort of monthly version now and again. But as it come to Game Pass, it's possible. But I think if it is come to Game Pass, it'll probably also come to PlayStation as well, because you can get EA Play on PlayStation, so there's no reason they can't offer the option for you to be able to uh, pay a fee and get Ubisoft games day one as well. But Microsoft and PlayStation seem to have resisted the premium editions at the moment. Maybe that's because they get a fee for every game bought, and that could actually technically cut into their profits. So, they'd need to work out with Sony and Microsoft how much of that 10.99 a month they get, I guess. So, I guess we just need to see what happens there. Dirt has revealed its DLC, which has come in 2021. There's quite a bit here. New cars, hundreds of new playground objects, new playgrounds, new career events, new tracks, over 40 libraries, more custom library options, profile customization options, and more unannounced features as well. So absolutely tons. Plus private lobbies, events, event ghosts, multiple class races, profile stats, and more community requests as well. So absolutely tons coming to Dirt 5. Great game, by the way. If you've not checked it out, I think you can probably pick it up cheaper now. So especially if you've got PlayStation 5 next gen Xbox, it's probably well worth checking out, I would say. PS5s are apparently being restocked this week as I speak, so keep an eye out for that. Apparently the UK, Ireland, Europe is getting a big restock this week, so that's exciting if you're still after one. Respawn, who made Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, yeah, I'm sure it's that one. They're working on a new IP. No hints as to whether it's Star Wars or not. Not a lot of detail, unfortunately, so we can't really dig into that one at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. Uh, Football Manager 21 is out now, and it got to 1 million sales faster than any other Football Manager series, so that's pretty impressive. I don't know why all of a sudden this one's so popular. Maybe it's because we're all sitting at home or whatever, and people are just bored and think, nah, you know what, I'm going to play Football Manager. And I don't blame them, because I love Football Manager. Although I have to say I've not played Football Manager 21. So there we go. Nintendo is planning to buy Next Level Games. They made Luigi's Mansion 3. They've been a long time sort of partner working with Nintendo to make games. So Nintendo's decided they're going to buy them now. So that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? So well done, Nintendo. It's nothing Sony hasn't done with partners before, like Insomniac and things like that. So it makes perfect sense. Microsoft seems to be the only one with a different strategy of just buying up studios they perhaps haven't worked with so closely. Like, for instance, Bethesda, who've obviously worked with everyone, not just sort of with Microsoft. So it's a different strategy, but it's probably a good one, because think all the games they've just bought up: Doom, Starfield, Elder Scrolls, Fallout. What else? There's absolutely tons. There's so many I can't even think. There's Wolfenstein. Oh, there's so many. Bethesda has a lot of IPs, sort of mostly RPGs as well, which is, I love RPGs, so I can't wait to be playing them on my PC if I'm not allowed to play them on PlayStation anymore. We'll see how that goes, won't we? Nobody knows what's going to happen with Microsoft and Bethesda and PlayStation, if we're going to see the games or not. But it'll be pretty cool. They'll be on Game Pass, so I guess if I don't need to buy them, that's not a bad thing, is it? Uh, what else we got here? New PlayStation uh, Now games for January. We've got, what's that say? Frostpunk, Surviving Mars, The Crew 2, and I think it was the Bioshock collection as well. So not a bad selection of games being added to PlayStation Now either. Sticking PlayStation, the PS4 Pro, I think I've said this before, but PS4 Pro and all but one PS4 model are being discontinued in Japan as Sony concentrates on the PlayStation 5. So from going forward, there'll only be one PS4 available to buy, and then there'll be the PS5, obviously. Apparently, the PS5 is not doing so well in Japan. I don't know if that's because it's so big or if people are just Switch mad now, which is probably more the case. Japan loves Nintendo, doesn't it? So there we go. Xbox Game Pass is next, and what have we got coming to that? We've got uh, PES 2021. I don't know what this game says. What's that say? What way? Kind of think it says Torchlight 3, Injustice 2, Neoverse, Edith Finch, and YIIK, or as I call it, Yiki. So they're all coming to Game Pass. So again, not bad at all, is it? And finally, there's not been that. It's actually not been too bad for the news, has it? But finally, is the charts, which we always finish up with as far as gaming news is concerned. And we've got Animal Crossing New Horizon, we've got FIFA 21, Mario Kart 8, Assassin's Creed, Just Dance make up the top 5, and then the rest of the top 10 is Call of Duty, Minecraft, Super Mario 3D All Stars, Grand Theft Auto 5, and New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. So there's the top 10, and there's the gaming news. See, so it's not too bad. I think I need cough. Oh, that's better. I'm starting to lose my voice. Okay, so we're going to move on to the poll of the week now. I'm not worried the kids is going to come in and go, it's school time, Dad, stop making the videos now. But I'm sure they will in a minute. Right, the poll of the week was basically what game are you most looking forward to in quarter 1, January to April? Because there's obviously a lot of games for a whole year, so I just thought I'd narrow it down to quarter 1 at the moment. And actually, I was surprised how many games there are. I mean, I've done 2 polls covering 8 games, but there's a lot more than that. But I just picked out the ones I figured would probably be the most popular. But I did miss a few, as I was told. But we'll get that in a minute. So the polls which I've put down at the moment cover The Medium, Hitman 3, Destruction All Stars, and New Super Mario World 3D, and Werewolf the Apocalypse, Persona 5 Strikers, Returnal, and Neo 2. Now, all in all, there was 43 votes on the second poll, and there was 57 votes on the first poll. So let's just go through what the scores were. For the medium, we got 20%. That's just the Xbox and probably PC exclusive, which is a sort of like horror game. So not really my thing. I don't really like horror games. Uh, Hitman 3 got 36% and was the most popular of this poll with the 97 votes. It got 36% of votes. Hitman 3, not surprising really, is it? Destruction All Stars got 22% of the votes. Now remember, Destruction All Stars is a bit like Destruction Derby, but you actually get it for free with PlayStation Plus, which is pretty damn good. So expect a video on that one. Super Mario 3D World for Nintendo Switch got 22% of votes. Obviously, that people are going to be playing that one. We also had Werewolf the Apocalypse, which was on the second poll and got 12% of votes, with 26% of votes for Personal Prize Strikers, 44% of votes for Returnal, which is by House Marquee. They make, oh, no, the name of the game's went off my and completely out of my head, and I love it as well. The one where you go around the planet shooting things. It's got all sort of arcade, really good game. Oh, it's went out of my head. I can't believe it. What's that called? Anyway, whatever it's called, I loved it. Can't believe I forgot the name of the game. It's so good. Uh, anyway, you let me know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to Google it anyway, so we'll see who tells me first. And also Neo 2 remastered, but Returnal got by far the most amount of votes in that poll, although albeit that poll got 43 votes, so the winner is probably overall Hitman 3, I would think, with Returnal most likely close to being second. Yeah, might be a sort of draw between Destruction All Stars, Mario Bros, and Returnal for second place, I would say. Anyway, let's see what people have got to say, shall we, about this? Hitman 3 for the win, says Craig VU Media. Uh, Craig Penguin told me I'd missed Monster Hunter and also Balan Wonderworld, Bravely Default, and Near Replicant. Yes, I did miss a few, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. I told you I didn't want to just do millions and millions of polls, but I was just trying to pick out games, thinking, oh, don't know what ones. Uh, Mama Fluff has said he's very excited for 3D World. I'm not surprised he's very excited for that, to be honest. Uh, Pete has said he forgot about the game coming out. I think he's talking about Returnal, and now he's rectified the pre-order, so he's going to be getting Returnal. What else? What else we got people saying? Ratchet and Clank. People are hoping that'll be quarter one. It doesn't have a total release date. Ratchet and Clank does it, so that's why I've kind of left it off the poll. But I imagine that would be well high up there if I did add it. It'd certainly be one of the most popular, you would think. It looks really good. It looks exciting, doesn't it? So looking forward to that one. And finally, we've got Kpop who said, "Where's Balan Wonder World? I need Balan Wonderworld." I'm going to need to Google this Balan Wonderworld because I have no idea what it is. So I need to see what it is. The dogs decided to come say hello. Okay, so next we're going to move on. Okay, and finally, going to move on to what I've been playing now. To be honest, it's kind of the same as what I've been playing anyway. Like before in the previous podcast, I've been playing Assassin's Creed, Fuser, and FIFA as well. Now, to be honest, over the past few weeks, I don't know if it's Christmas or whatever, but I've not really played as much as I would probably like. I played, I don't know, I remember one day I played Assassin's Creed for about 4 hours or whatever, and I remember Titan after it, just played Assassin's Creed, played for 4 hours, feels like I've done nothing. And to be honest, I kind of get the feeling I'm not really going to end up completing Assassin's Creed because it's just getting to the point where you play it, you do nothing. It's got, yeah, there's so much you can do in the game, and I have played it a lot. I must have hit 20 hours surely by now. Uh, and I don't know, I'm just getting to a point where it's getting a bit tedious now. So I probably may complete it one day, but it'll probably be when over time. Right, right. So if I've got a spare hour, I'll sit and play it, do a mission or whatever, mess about. But I imagine I can see why this game would take 100 hours to complete because you can spend hours and hours doing absolutely nothing in it. So yeah, I've been playing that. Fuser, I played quite a bit of. I love that game. It's nice when you've had a wee drink. I know I shouldn't be encouraging drinking here, but when you've had a wee drink, it's pretty cool because you kind of get more into music and you're just like, yeah, this is great. So it's really good when you've been drinking, but don't drink. And finally, FIFA. Now, I've been quite enjoying FIFA. I've been playing the career mode. I've decided to completely avoid Ultimate Team, and that's been a wise decision because it's really it's really fun just doing the career. There's no pressure to buy any cards or anything like that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, FIFA's definitely one that I've been enjoying playing now and again. I've not played it a lot, but just now and again I've been playing it quick shot. I do want to get back to Dirt 5 and probably Little Big Planet because I've not really completed all of Little Big Planet yet. I don't really. I'm trying to think what other games I've got to play. I've still got to really finish Watch Dogs as well. And what else? I'd probably jump into Cyberpunk a bit more at some point. And then obviously, there's not really a ton of games coming out I'm interested in. I'll probably play some Man Eater because that's coming to PlayStation Plus, and I've actually added it to my queue now. But I don't. There's none sticking out for me in quarter 1 really at the moment, even from that list. I'm not sure about Returnal, or I don't really like the look of the Medium because it's a horror game and I don't really play them. So there's not really a lot for me in quarter 1 unless Ratchet and Clank comes out. I'm not really a Hitman fan, so maybe I'm sure there'll be something that surprises me and I end up playing. I've no doubt about it, but I'm just not sure what yet. I'll wait and see. I'll wait and see. I'll see if there's any games that sort of stick out. That I've no doubt there'll be something. Then I can talk about it as well, which will be good. But yeah, I've sort of been playing. What I'm looking forward to, I've just told you there's not a lot, but so yeah, and I'm losing my voice, so I think I'm going to need to wrap up. Plus the kids will be starting school soon, but I need to continue next week when I've got my voice back. It seems to be leaving me. Don't know what's happening there. I obviously had too good a Christmas. But anyway, I hope everyone else had a good Christmas. Hope everyone had a nice new year. Join me for episode 9, is it, next week? And I'll see you. Like, subscribe. See you next time. Bye.